game, and that's the one thing that I can promise you. You know, an old coach once told me, only worry about the things that you control. Well, bottom line, I control how hard I work, I control how hard I prepare, I control how great of a teammate I can be. And bottom line, I want to come here, I want to do my job to the best of my abilities, I want to be a great teammate. But at the end of the day, if I can walk out of this building and somebody said I was a hard worker and I prepared hard, that's what will make me feel good. So.
Proper shout out to, like I said, Sev Cisneros, Super Bowl champs 50, Chilla Gorilla, Bronc Nuts, and Lady Sev Cisneros. I guess Sev Cisneros and Lady Sev Cisneros are obviously dating or married or whatever. None of my business, but they got the same last name, so I guess I'd let that be known. Texan Nation, what's good? We got ourselves a new video maker, and it's a she. And she does rants. She gets straight to the point. She's a straight shooter. She almost reminds me of a 10-minute younger version of myself. And I want you to sub to her channel. It's at the bottom of the description. She only got 7 subs. But when she speaks, man, it's like hearing wind in the ocean. It's just a cool breeze. It's like she just delivers that good shit. So I want you to sub to her channel. Her name's Amanda Turner. She does rants. She's a straight shooter like me. She just tells it like it is, like it or not. So sub to her channel at the bottom. I hope she intends on staying, because we had a female on here before years back. We got Joseph Timmy, of course. His video link will be at the bottom of the description. Hopefully he makes a hate week video this week. Unlimited Productions, Typer Troll. Well, he's a typer, so we all call them trolls. They're not video makers, but give you a shout out as well. Ray722-442. Also give you a shout out. Bread Tuck Nation TV. He's not TTC, but he delivers good Texans analysis videos, likes his breakdown. Give him a shout out. And H-Town Nation, of course. Got to give him a shout out as well. And Elijah Turner, I think, give him a shout out as well. So let's get down to this hate week. I mean, it's no secret that the Denver Broncos have been winning games based on their defensive front. And they run a 3-4 defense just like they do. In fact, they got Jared Cripe, that used to be a Houston Texan. They got Shiloh Keogh, who used to be a Houston Texan. DeMarcus Ware, fucking Brandon Marshall, TJ Ward. They got Chris Harris Jr., Aqib Talib, Brandon Marshall, fucking Von Miller, Sylvester Williams. I mean, I can go on and on and on about the Denver Broncos defense, but let's just look at the realistic approach, okay? Denver's got a really good defense. I mean, if you don't think they don't have a good defense, you're absolutely insane. They got a good defense. And the thing that scares me the most is, will Denver's defense be causing 3 and outs for Brock Osweiler and not giving us enough time? Because the Minnesota Vikings were very successful at getting many 3 and outs, especially in the first half of that Minnesota Viking game. I was in San Antonio for a bachelor party, so I didn't have the opportunity to check it out, check the game out. I had to go and watch the replay. Now, it's obvious, if we're now to fast forward to the offensive side of the ball, the biggest wide receiver threats that Denver's got is Denarius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. We got to find a way to shut these guys down. Our corners, our safeties, Jonathan Joseph, Kareem Jackson, Abuye, Kevin Johnson, all these guys got to be on the same page, because we cannot allow these guys to make deep ball passes. Because if one thing, Simeon or Paxton Lynch or Austin Davis, whoever the starter is for this game, they're going to throw the ball deep, and these receivers can get deep. Emmanuel Sanders is an all-out receiver. He's sort of equivalent to like an Antonio Brown almost. Not Brian, I mean Antonio Brown, I'm sorry, for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he's a playmaker. He can make plays. So we got to be able to stop the deep ball on the offensive side of the ball for the Denver Broncos. Also, they got a running back, in case a lot of you guys don't know, by the name of C.J. Anderson. Now, C.J. Anderson is a very, very good power rusher. Not only is he a good power rusher, but he has acceleration, he's got speed, he's got agility, he's got quickness, he's got stamina. This is a type of running back that almost is equivalent to like Arian Foster type. You know, he can see the hole, he can cut through, and he accelerates. So if our defense is on poise and we have an understanding that we got to shut down these all-outs, these all-out passes. In other words, if we can stop Emmanuel Sanders and we can stop, C.J. Anderson from making those runs, we will put those rookie quarterbacks to making bad throws, to making, a lot of 3-and-outs, forcing them to punt the ball. That's going to help our team a lot in this game. And Denver fans are sitting here, acting like this is guaranteed. This is not a guaranteed win. In fact, we have a good opportunity to fly up to Denver and whoop that ass, just like we did with Matt Schaub. If Matt Schaub can beat the Denver Broncos, which he did, in Denver, in Mile High, then Brock Osweiler can do the same thing. So I watched Cicero's video, Steph Cisneros, and he's going on and on about Brock taking the money and running off. Who doesn't take the money? I don't agree that we should have gave him that much, but who in life will not take the better deal going on? Maybe he has some personal issues with Denver. I don't know the situation there. They were in agreement to be a starter, but now he's with us, and we're trying to make him a franchise quarterback through him a 4-year, 2-year, 1-year team option deal. So, or 2-year, 1-year team option. I think it's the 3rd year. We have a chance to release him in case it doesn't work. But he just went on and on about Brock. The jury is out. I saw a Facebook link, and it said that Denver players are now saying they want to hurt Brock. And that's basically Bountygate all over again with the New Orleans Saints, with the whole Bountygate situation. If you want to sit there and injure a quarterback that's only throwing an average of 130 yards a game, what exactly are you trying to prove? It's not like Tom Brady's coming to Denver and you're like, oh, I'm gonna sack him and I'm gonna make him, my bitch or whatever. But with Brock Osweiler, he's not really a logic threat. I would rather put a personal hit out on somebody like Fedorowicz or somebody like D-Hop or something, because those are actually real threats on the field. But Brock Osweiler at the quarterback position is not a big threat on the field. In fact, he's one of the very least options of any type of threat I would consider on this football team. The playmaker of this team right now, other than D-Hops, is Fedorowicz and Lamar Miller. And we all know that. So, let me go ahead and go through some of these video makers real quick. Chilla Gorilla is basically a hairy gorilla that comes on camera every week, spitting a bunch of nonsense, not even making sense, and does not pronunciate his sentences correctly on his videos. So it's very hard to watch his videos. He's a knowledge guy, but he comes off as a troll sometimes. But hey, that's just my personal opinion. A Chilla Gorilla. I had to take a couple. Come on, man. It's hate week. We gotta get all this out. We gotta get all this hate week out. We gotta get the engine started. This is just the first video, by the way. They come out with another one. You got Super Bowl champs 50, who's stealing my swag and jocking my style with the shades there, because I wear shades in my videos. So he decided to then wear shades in his videos. It's okay, man. Swagger jacking there, but I got you. I see everything. Lady Cisneros, Sivan Cisneros, or Sev Cisneros, I don't really know too much of them, so, they're new to this. I don't really got a new vibe for them. I don't know what to think of them yet. They only came out with 4 or 5 vids or whatever, so I got to wait till the season draws out before I can get more of an opinion of them. Then you got my good old boy, Bronk Nuts, who has definitely been on my nuts the entire fucking season. He's been on my nuts the entire fucking offseason. Could not get off my nuts. I stayed stuck in his head. I was living rent-free. Damn, I even had Wednesday poker nights for free with Chief Urag. We were playing in his head. I am stuck inside of Bronk Nuts' head, and he knows it. He could not... in fact, I was stuck in his head so badly that he had to call a radio show just to tell them that I paid a bet late. Or then he tried to say, oh, he didn't pay the bet. He didn't pay because he took forever. So, Frank Gambler told him, did Frank Gambler tell you, Mr. Bronk Nuts, that I paid 10 of his bets off, 10 hat bets off, and I paid them all quickly? Did Frank Gambler tell you that? So if he gave you the advice that because I paid late, somehow he nullified that as a non-payment of a bet, I'm sorry, that's not how it works. The bet was paid. Late, but it was paid. So... Bronk Nuts was all mad and sour, even though he had nothing to do with the bet, and he's all huffing and puffing in his videos, and saying he buried me. He said, he told me that I was immature because I was a wrestling fan, but yet he told me he buried me, which was an old WWE term of the golden shovel. So basically, it was a WWE term of saying that when you bury somebody, you're burying talent. So he was using a WWE term, but yet he was telling me I was immature because I watched it. So he basically just contradicted himself within one single sentence. Then he contradicts himself again because he came out with a video and said that, you know, I was late on a payment or whatever, and oh, he paid late or whatever, when he had nothing to do with the bet in the first place. So did I pay the bet late or did I not pay it? See, that's the part I'm confused about. You didn't specify that. And then he tries to say, oh, he paid the bet late, so therefore the bet wasn't paid at all. Excuse me? You weren't even part of the fucking bet to begin with. That's why Bronc Nuts is a good name for you. Because you can't get off people's nuts. And you've been on my nuts the entire fucking off season. I am living rent-free and I am stuck in your fucking head, Bronc Nuts. And it's just killing you inside, isn't it? I am stuck inside of your head. And you know who else is stuck inside of Denver Broncos fans' head? Is Brock Osweiler. And on Monday Night Football, in front of the entire world, you guys are going to see why Brock Osweiler has this kind of deal. He's going to make plays. You're going to see a new Brock Osweiler. You're going to see a new profound, prolific, relentless kind of quarterback that's going to be able to get to the receivers because our pass blocking is going to be able to provide the coverage for him. When you guys put that bounty out for him, understand that that's only going to feed fuel to the fire. It's going to ignite those flames. It's going to make them engulf. And we're out for blood. The Texans are out for blood. There's no hatred between these two teams. There's really no rivalry between the Texans and the Broncos. Let's just get it straight. There's no rivalry between these two. This has to do with the Texans rematch against Kubiak and against Wade Phillips. The Broncos look at it as a return of Brock Osweiler's homecoming to Denver. Oh, there's going to be a homecoming, all right. There's going to be a homecoming of ass kicking. And we are coming to deliver it. We are coming to deliver it. So, whether it's Paxton Lynch or whether it's Simeon starting, the Texans will come out on top and go to 5-2 for the season. It's probably going to be one of those ugly Colt wins like last week. Be somewhere around that line. The game's going to be fairly close because you got two good defenses going against each other. This is going to be a real low-scoring game. Believe me, it is. It's not going to be no blowout or nothing like that. It's going to be a real low-scoring game. But at the end of the day, the Houston Texans will come out as the Monday night champions. We will win the championship on Monday Night Football when we go into the defending Super Bowl champions' house in front of the fans, in front of the Cisneros, in front of the Super Bowl champs, in front of the Chilla Gorillas, in front of the Bronco Nuts, including Lady Cisneros. We're going to go into your house, and we're coming out with a dub, and you're leaving your house. Well, actually, you're leaving your home to your original home with an L. Broncos, come on, man. You can't tell me you choked the game against the Chokers. You lost to the Chokers, man. Come on. Now, if you would have beat the Chokers, I probably would be a lot nervous going in this game. But after our comeback win against the Colts and your choke job to the Chokers, we got a really good chance of winning this game. A really good chance. Again, you guys got some players on your team. No secret, your team doesn't suck. But just best believe to know that we don't suck either. The Super Bowl is in our home this year. And we know that. We are road warriors. Despite our big loss against Minnesota and Patriots, we are known to winning games on the road. At this 4-2, at this juncture, I think we can run the table and win possibly both games against Denver and Detroit and go into the bye. And possibly go 6-2 going into the bye. I really, truly believe we can. Yes. Yes, ma'am, and yes, sir. I believe so. So anyways, I'm done with this hate week. Probably come out with a part 2. I'm going to kind of wait to see what responses I get from these cats. So I'll be keeping an eye out for y'all's videos. And I'm signing out. Again, shout out to Denver fans and sub to Amanda Turner, the newest Texans video maker. Much love and respect for you, girl, and I like your dog in your video. I got a Pomeranian myself, or a long blonde-haired Chihuahua that looks like a Pomeranian, but it's close enough. And it's fuck Denver, fuck their fans. Texans will come out the winners. And I'm signing